River. So this piece has some really amazing stunt choreography, really, really impressive cinematography that really highlights the choreography. You can really see the performers are very well versed in the style of fighting, are able to portray it in the screen, and it makes it appear very realistic. It's very action packed. It's very everything a thriller should be. Really great character relationships, and really dynamic needs with the characters that really drive the story forward.
River, I thought this was really interesting and really different than I was expecting it to be, kind of. I love the kind of multiple, I guess, timelines, but also multiple kind of points of view and perspectives of like you're jumping from one part of a conversation he was having with the mom who had like lost her son, and then you jump it to the fight scene, and obviously he's struggling with ghosts of his past, and he's having kind of flashes of moments from that time, and then you also have the kind of current battle that he's in. And then when you get introduced to the dad, you get more and more of the story. But I liked the kind of jumping aspect of it and how they wove it together, because I think that especially in a situation like that where he's obviously interacted with these different people, that their story is entwined together, and because he can see some kind of parallels to his own story and his own experiences, I think that is human nature to replay those conversations or those moments or have those memories kind of come at you when you're in situations that remind you of those things. So I thought that the way that they wove the story together made a lot of sense, and I really enjoyed how they kind of broke it up like that instead of giving a more linear time frame, because I felt like it felt very human, it felt very natural to me. So I really enjoyed that. And just also the different emotions and perspectives that you were going through. Of course, they had amazing fight choreography, which was very, very impressive and very, very well done. But they also balanced that kind of action with like deep emotions of grief and guilt and survivor's guilt, and these kind of different concepts, which it can be difficult to do, to have those kind of conflicting themes, not themes, but like conflicting plot points going on. So I thought it was really, really well crafted.
This was great. I really enjoyed this one. It was just a great story, really good build up, and that action scene was superb. Just felt like a good, good old ode to John Woo or whatever the influence was in this case. But it was really well done, just a spectacle, and it was warranted and earned in the film itself too. So yeah, really just great filmmaking, great performances, and great writing. So overall, that's just an A plus for me. I really enjoyed it.
This film, River, is all about suffering and the pain that's inflicted on others, and also about love and not forgetting what it's all for. I think. I think the film was centered around this gang, and one of the members wanted to get out, but I think the others killed his whole family. The end scene where they show his family being murdered and then he smiles, I think it could be a lot of things. I think it could maybe be that they have found peace now and he's happy about that. Like an end to this constant suffering, especially since I don't think they were ever going to be able to get out. And then playing in the river, and the end is maybe he finally escaped, or that's a memory from a better time, or it's an afterlife kind of moment. I think the scenes with his mom where she's describing what he was like as a child and what he said when he was a child was really pivotal for the story and helped drive the plot through.